YouTube, how's it going? We're back with more mock draft. GM mock draft. If you didn't watch the first one, go check it out. It's picks 1 through 8. This is not your normal mock draft. This is we got 3 of us here. We're playing GM together for each team. And we're doing what we would pick. It's not predict a pick. It's not predict a pick. So don't get mad at us, okay? We're just breaking it down, pick by pick. Niners pick 9. That's who's next for us. So let me give you some options. Who's left on the board here? Looking at Roquan Smith, the linebacker from Georgia. Lynch is going to like him. You can plug him in with Reuben Foster. Would be nice. But Reuben Foster, I pulled a Goodell on accident. Called him Froster. Now I understand how he did it. Reuben Foster's former teammate, Rashaan Evans, is there. You can play with him. Linebacker duo. And then you got Minkah Fitzpatrick still on the board, the defensive back from Alabama, another teammate of Foster. And here's some wild cards. Most people's number 1 wide receiver, not mine, but Calvin Ridley is still on the board. They could use another receiver for Jimmy. And my number 1 wide receiver, Cortland Sutton, is still on the board. Wide receiver from SMU. So, who are you guys taking with the 9th pick? I have a feeling we might be all split on this one. We haven't had that happen yet.
I think I'm taking Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
I think I'm taking him.
You got to be confident he can play safety because you got your corners set. I mean, he can play in the slot, and we know he can play, but we don't know where his best abilities are. You don't want to take a guy and don't put him where he's best belonging around those parts.
Man. Yeah, I would take Fitzpatrick over those linebackers.
The linebackers are very, very appealing, but how do we make this team the best we can make it? How do we get Jimmy going? I really love the Cortland Sutton pick. I would take Cortland Sutton with this pick if I was the GM. I don't think they're going to do it, though.
No, we're the GMs.
We're the GMs. I think Cortland Sutton, I've compared him to a poor man's Julio, which is still good, even though the poor man's in front of it. And who was coaching Julio in Atlanta? Shanahan. Now he's with the Niners.
Ooh, I see he's with us.
Right.
I don't know what you're doing.
Jimmy G doesn't have a guy quite like Cortland Sutton. I think you get him in there. He's your number 1 wide receiver day 1. I'm a big fan.
Pete, what's your thoughts?
But these linebackers and Fitzpatrick maybe will be a little higher than Sutton on the board. But I see something magical waiting to happen with Sutton and Garoppolo. That's what I see. Magical.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of receivers this year, so I was like,
Pete doesn't believe in the magic.
I'm going to go top 10.
Whoa.
We're only worried about our pick, Pete.
Reuben Foster.
Yep, frosted tips.
He's in some trouble. Might be suspended.
Good call.
And even if he does come back, he's a great player. But they still need another inside linebacker. They don't have Navarro Bowman anymore. They don't have, Patrick Willis hung up the cleats a couple years ago. So I think they need that. Roquan Smith.
I like the analogy.
Did you pick Minkah though?
Or linebacker.
So that's the deciding factor. So you want to agree with Pete now?
I would have to agree.
We're all split. So, yeah, that decides it. If it'll let me. Oh, okay. I'm doing this live here, so bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. With the 9th pick, did I spell his name wrong? Oh my God, Roquan Smith, linebacker, Georgia. I'm struggling.
Georgia.
I gotta double space it out. We don't want to make it look like it's one word. Roquan Smith, definitely worthy of the pick. Start day 1. Very instinctive player. Good awareness. I like him.
High motor.
Even though I went with Sutton, I like this pick. The Raiders are on the clock. They need a linebacker. They need a lot of defense, honestly. So looking at Rashaan Evans, the linebacker from Alabama. You're looking at Vita Vea is a new one I want to throw on the board. The defensive tackle from Washington, they can use his talents. There's a scout, unnamed scout, that said Vita Vea is the best player in this draft. Interesting take.
Well, my question is, why didn't he want to be named?
That's a good question.
He's so confident.
Minkah Fitzpatrick's still on the board. I'll give you my pick. You know who we got? Us, the Raiders, got as our defensive backs coach is Alabama's defensive backs coach.
I'm connecting dots.
Minkah Fitzpatrick is on the board.
Yep.
He knows exactly what he's going to do. All right, I see everybody writing it down, confirming it, so I better type it in. Minkah Fitzpatrick will be. It's not working. It's not working. I'm sorry. There we go. Minkah.
What a name, let me tell you.
Fitz. Making it hard on me. No, not 2Ks. Fitzpatrick. DB.
But just say Bama.
Bama. Yeah, thanks for making it easy for me. Yeah, that is your 10th pick, 2018 NFL Draft. Now we're on to the Dolphins.
We need a QB. I think.
Hey, Tannehill's there.
His knee is gone.
And there's no backup, is there?
No. Osweiler, but we're not.
But let me tell you, Rashaan Evans would help them day one starting at linebacker. I mean, you lost Jarvis Landry. You got some other mediocre receivers, so you can add a receiver here. Vita Vea would come in there and play right away for you. You still got the corners on the board.
You're really selling
Their corners aren't that bad. You know, they're pretty good, but you got Denzel Ward and Josh Jackson, worthy of the pick, still on the board. Josh Allen is on the board. I think that's what you were trying to bring up.
Yeah, but I like where you're going here.
Some top offensive linemen are still on the board. Looking at Connor Williams from Texas, Mike McGlinchey, Notre Dame, Isaiah Wynn, Georgia. Plenty of them. Maybe a little early. This is tough, though. This is tough. I'm all for best player available, but quarterbacks and pass rush will get me sometimes. Will get me off my best player available. So I'm thinking about Josh Allen here.
I like Josh Allen here, but I also like day one starters. That like somebody could come in and instantly make an impact. Josh Allen's one of those guys who's gonna have to sit for a while.
Honestly, I'm between Josh Allen, the quarterback Wyoming, and Rashaan Evans, the linebacker from Alabama. Could throw Harold Landry in here, maybe the best player available, but pass rush, do they need it? They could use it, but not the biggest need. I think linebacker, honestly, right now might be their biggest need. And it's not like I'm overdrafting off a need. Rashaan Evans is worthy of this pick. But
what does our Peter think?
What does he think?
This is tough. I don't know.
Denzel Ward's still there. Josh Jackson's still there. You got plenty of guys. Plenty of guys here. Vita Vea comes in there. Plug him in right away. That Ndamukong Suh replacement, Vita Vea.
He's plug and chug.
He's probably, honestly, he could be better than Ndamukong Suh very early in his career. This is tough. Yeah, I'm considering Evans, I'm considering Vea, and I'm considering Josh Allen. Josh Allen has bust potential, but he has a lot of potential. That sounded funny.
High upside.
I think he fits their offense. I don't think Tannehill's anything special, and he has an injury problem.
Well, more specifically, a knee problem.
Yeah. After this last year, before that, he was good. What do you guys take? Who are you guys taking here?
I think I'm going with the linebacker.
You going Rashaan Evans?
Rashaan Evans.
I'll do it too. It's a tough one, so we'll just make it Rashaan Evans, the linebacker from Alabama, of course. Two Bama guys back to back.
Bama.
So the Bills are on the clock. Their quarterback is A.J. McCarron.
1, 2, 3, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. With the 12th pick, 2018 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Josh Allen. I mean, I think realistically he's
son of Ray.
Ray Allen. Ray Allen is not the father of Josh Allen for obvious reasons. For very obvious reasons. But can he have an impact like Ray Allen did for the Boston Celtics or the Miami Heat? I see your point. I don't think that was your actual point.
There's no point.
But they need a quarterback. Josh Allen's got a lot of potential. His negatives are bad, but some good coaching in there, maybe he gets it together. So Josh Allen goes 12. We're on to 13. It's the Redskins. It is the Redskins.
We can confirm it's the Redskins.
Really? Thanks, Pete.
I'm considering the receivers here as well, Sutton and Ridley. But you also got to get pass rush. Harold Landry is on the board. Maybe one of the best pass rushers in this draft. But
we just go best player available and need Denzel Ward
and Josh Jackson as the corner. Pair them with Mr. Norman. One of them with Mr. Norman. But you're going Denzel Ward, though.
Lost Fuller.
You want to know who my number one corner in the draft is? It's Josh Jackson. It is not Denzel Ward.
Well, I'm taking a corner here, but I don't know which one.
Let me break him down for you. Well, you can throw Jair Alexander in here, too.
Good old Jair, yeah.
Denzel Ward and Jair Alexander, they're both under 6 foot, 5'10" range. Okay, is that a problem? You know, it never used to be for me. But who's the best corners in today's league? It's all 6 foot plus, 6 foot over 6 foot guys. So I know we're playing GM, but the Redskins gonna like that. Denzel, I mean, they're all really good. They're all really good. Josh Jackson led the nation in interceptions. He's got the technique down that Iowa defense is solid. We see what Desmond King did from it last year. It's really tough. It's tough to separate these corners, but I like Josh Jackson's length compared with his ball skills.
I'm sorry.
Those terms? Yeah, I think you like those terms.
I'm sorry. I'm in my own little world over here.
Okay. His length, girth, and ball skills.
Who are we taking here?
It's Josh Jackson or Denzel Ward.
I got a pick?
I got Denzel Ward, so yeah.
I mean, I did mention that Desmond King worked out from Iowa last year, but I think Ohio State corners do work out better. But Jackson's got the title.
But our two Joshes going to go back to back.
It's unlikely.
So we have to go with Denzel.
That's your deciding factor. What if we were in the war room and the actual guy, a scout came up and like,
are in the war room. Are you serious? How many times?
You can't have back-to-back Joshes.
okay, well, that's our decision. So, 2018 NFL Draft, number 13 pick, Redskins select Denzel Ward, corner from Ohio State
University.
No, we can just pen in the next pick, so.
Packers?
Yeah.
No, you can't. You're deciding between.
How
You
about pen
could
in?
you could mention the receivers. They got rid of Jordy Nelson,
Ooh,
Pen in.
I think I'm going to pen one in.
but it's really between Harold Landry, the pass rusher from Boston College, and Josh Jackson, the corner from Iowa.
Or, Never mind.
What's more? You think corners are more of a need than pass rush?
Yeah.
Maybe slightly.
Slightly.
So I'm going with my best player on the board. They're very close, but a pass rush is so important. I like Harold Landry. I love Josh Jackson.
I was going to write Josh Jackson.
I was ready to write on Josh Jackson as well.
All right, it's
Josh
Josh Jackson. I like Josh Jackson a lot, but I really like Harold Landry, and it's a big need for the Packers
Son
too.
of Michael.
All right.
You get out of hand now.
Michael Jackson. What?
Or Lamar.
So 14th pick of the 2018 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Josh Jackson, corner from Iowa.
All right. I think we.
Cardinals are up.
Whoa.
A little excited.
Why are you excited?
Receivers, what do they got? Fitzgerald, that's about it. Cortland Sutton's there. Calvin Ridley's there.
I think back-to-back right here, we're going to have back-to-back receivers.
What are you talking about, back-to-back receivers? Josh Jackson's the corner, you idiot.
No, I'm talking about
Oh,
Ridley
okay.
and Sutton. I'm thinking these picks right here.
I just called my fellow GM an idiot.
Yeah, come on. Josh Jackson just got taken. Say the next two picks.
Cardinals could use some more pass rush. Look at Harold Landry. Look at Marcus Davenport. Vita Vea can get in there and play right away at D tackle. Another corner, Jair Alexander. Lamar Jackson. Do you take Lamar Jackson? I like Lamar Jackson, but
I think
we're already paying Bradford a lot of money, and then we got Glennon back there. But Lyman, Connor Williams, maybe.
That was probably the greatest signing. Was bringing Glennon in here.
This is a tough one, actually.
I think I'm taking Ridley.
Taking Ridley.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go Ridley. If I'm going receiver, I'm going Sutton.
Let's do it up. Let's do it.
I like Harold Landry, though.
Let's go get our guy.
I like Lamar Jackson.
Let's go get our guy.
I like Lamar Jackson. Probably would be the pick, but to think about, we're already paying Bradford $40 million.
Lamar Jackson. He's played with a bird on his helmet before too.
Yeah,
It's a deciding factor in my book.
he was a Cardinal, Louisville Cardinal.
Mm.
This is
Man.
tough.
I'm going receiver
My
or
vote-
Lamar Jackson.
It's tough. Yeah, I think I would go Cortland Sutton here. I'm
Lock
big.
him in.
I'm a big Cortland Sutton fan. Is that what you're going with?
Receiver or quarterback. So unless Pete's gonna speak here,
Oh, I don't know.
what do you want? What do you want? Speak now.
This is a tough one.
or forever hold
It's tough,
your
yeah.
peace.
They just really taking a. I mean, the offensive line's not a big talk this year, but usually they go kind of earlier than you think. You guys are gonna go offensive line though.
I was thinking about Connor Williams.
Yeah, I'm just spitting stuff out there. You know, they just traded their tackle.
That's true.
Balda here. They traded him to the Broncos.
We traded him.
We traded him to the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
We gathered some later picks.
That was a good move on us.
Not really.
Pretty good, but he's old now. But you know, they could take Connor Williams, but you guys aren't going for that over there.
I like Sutton, Jackson, or Landry. So it's either receiver, quarterback, or pass rush. I do like Landry. This is tough.
This is hard, yeah.
Tough decision the Cardinals are gonna have.
I don't like the receivers. I already said this. I don't like the receivers.
They don't like Cortland Sutton, even with the
really.
15th pick.
Not really.
But if I'm picking them, we have to lock them in here.
But is that what you're doing?
I'm doing it.
You like Cortland Sutton? I'm kind
I
of
just
iffy
like
about it
one
too
of the
because I like
receivers,
Harold Landry
yeah.
and I mean, Cortland Sutton, I like him a lot. I don't know. We're going to go Cortland Sutton here to the Cardinals. Him with Fitzgerald, with Bradford.
Ooh, Satoon.
You got a dads for us?
No.
Sutton's dad? You don't have one? You got to get on top of that. All right, so the Ravens are on the clock. Receivers, obviously, a big need. I'm not a big fan of Ridley. DJ Moore from Maryland's another option. Is the tight end Dallas Goedert an option? Maybe a little early.
It's a little early.
Looking at Lyman, you're looking at Harold Landry, Vita Vea, Lamar Jackson.
Ooh. No, we got Flacco. Are you kidding me?
For how much longer?
We
Is
have-
a Lamar Jackson going to drop to you when you're picking mid in the
We
future?
got Unibrow Flacco. Under center. Cupped.
Some good corner Jared Alexander left, but not the biggest need.
I'm going to pencil in Ridley.
You're penciling Ridley.
But not penning him.
I don't think there's a receiver worthy of the 16th pick with Cortland Sutton off the board. So I'm looking at the two best players available. Those are Harold Landry, the edge rusher, and Vita Vea, the D tackle. I think.
A little trouble in paradise here. Pete's going
What,
to have to decide.
Yeah.
We're throwing a lot at Pete.
Yeah.
Our head of scouting contracts.
You don't really see a
and
mocks with the
Brandon-
Ravens taking either of those guys.
Brandon Williams.
At D tackle, yeah.
We're in the war room. We're going to go based off mocks.
And they drafted Worley last year.
Yeah, really.
We drafted Worley last year. I think Harold Landry is the best player available on my board anyways. So they have pass rush. It's not bad, but you can't be afraid.
Suggs is getting old, and
Yeah. Can you step back and play that spot? If you can find another guy inside with Mosley, that would be just fantastic too. Maybe a Leighton Vander Esch. Is that a little early? I think we're going to pencil in Harold Landry.
Yeah.
With the 16th pick of the 2018 NFL Draft. It's 2018, right? Yeah. The Baltimore Ravens select Harold Landry, edge, BC, Boston College. So there you have it. Roquan went 9 to the Niners, 10th pick, Minka Fitzpatrick, 11th pick, Rashaan Evans to the Dolphins, 12th pick, Bills take Josh Allen, get their quarterback still at 12. Wow. Redskins at 13 take Denzel Ward, 14 Packers take Josh Jackson, Cortland Sutton goes to the Cardinals at 15, and the Ravens go Harold Landry, the edge rusher, at 16. That'll do it for this one. We're going to keep on rolling. The next 8 picks
Come on down.
will be coming. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't seen the first one, check that out. You're going in reverse order then, so something's wrong with you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and that'll do it. Goodbye.
reverse.